Here's what I think it really boils down to. The importance of any musical sound lies not in any inherent acoustical value, but in what it signifies to the soul of the listener. You understand? And to take that statement a step further and put it into more street language, I think I would say, no one ever left the record store humming the control console, or the tape machine, or in fact, any piece of recording equipment. I was doing one of these things in Europe somewhere, and some wiseacre said after I made that statement, yeah, they didn't leave the record store humming the engineer either. Which is true. Reality is really a tough thing to describe, to define. But I think we have a tendency to get wrapped up in equipment and in numbers. And my advice to you all is forget all that. It's bullshit. It's meaningless. I mean, we have to have a working knowledge of the equipment and of how to make it do what we want it to do. But it's not that important. I would go so far as to say I think it's when the technical covers the primitive. In other words, when we get so wrapped up in the numbers and the buttons and the dials that we don't get the primitive part of the music out, then we lose the passion of the music. Primitive is really important. Getting the primitive values out of the music that we're working on is very important. Music, to me, must be close to the primitive. I always try to find the primitive in what I'm working on.
Yeah, it's cool.
To me, the thing that's important is the overall musical sense of a piece of music. That's the most important thing to consider. Let the music tell us what to do next. A good song has its own life, its own values. Let the music tell us what to do next. And I think a lot of it boils down to instincts. Because I think gut reactions, in other words, you hear a sound and your gut tells you, oh man, that's great. It needs a little bit of high end or a little bit of this. Gut reactions translated to music recordings make the most meaningful recorded music. Those values are the most important. I think that may be truer in our line of work that